Hello! Today I want to address a topic which arises every now and then in the comment section of my videos. Because sometimes people tell me to drop the fake British accent, which is a very interesting remark, and that is what I want to talk about today. Because from my perspective, I don't understand that remark. Now, I do admit that my accent is kind of British. The question is it fake, and what does that even mean? For those of you out there who think my accent is fake, first realize I'm not an American, of course. I'm, of course, from Europe, and as my username suggests, I'm from the Netherlands. Now, of course, English is not the main language in my country. We basically speak our own language, which is Dutch. But the Netherlands is a relatively small country, especially when you compare it to countries like the United States of America. Although our population is growing, the Netherlands has a population of a little under 18 million. On the west, we've got our big neighbor, the United Kingdom, with a population of over 60 or 65 million. In the south, we've got France and Belgium, and especially France is a big nation with over 65 million people. On the east, we've got Germany, which has an even larger population of about 85 million. So the tiny country of the Netherlands is surrounded by giants: United Kingdom, France and Germany. Now, that strategic location has given the Dutch enormous benefits for the past centuries, and at the same time big disadvantages, because we were always in the way when one European superpower invaded the other one. Now, when it comes to language, then nobody besides the Dutch and the north of Belgium is interested in speaking the Dutch language. Especially not the giants like the United Kingdom, France and Germany. They all speak their own language, and so they should, of course. So for us, the Dutch, there's only one way to create and maintain meaningful and productive international relations, and that is speaking languages. So whenever you go to primary schools and middle schools here in the Netherlands, you'll notice that they teach pretty young children the English language. And schools here in the Netherlands, they start teaching children languages like French and German at the age of 11 or 12 years old. I can't say that we, the Dutch, are particularly good at learning languages, but what I can say is that we're kind of forced to adopt foreign languages in order to keep us in the international game of trade and science and culture. So to many of us, it's like we don't learn English from our parents, but we learn English at school. And to some degree, it depends on the accent of your teacher, what kind of accent you will be developing yourself. So if you got an English teacher who spent years living in the United States of America, and if this teacher has adopted an American accent, and if that is your example when you're 8 or 9 years old, that will influence the accent that you will develop yourself. Now, there's another very important key element that influences the accents that Dutch people develop when speaking the English language, and that is the entertainment industry. Now, many young people and children in the Netherlands, they get their entertainment from American sources. So they watch videos on YouTube, or they watch Disney Plus or Netflix, and those platforms are pretty much dominated by American products. So what happens if you're a Dutch kid and during your entire youth you watch American TV series and American movies? So then most likely you would develop an American accent while speaking English. But it's not the same for everyone here in the Netherlands. When I was a kid, I watched British TV series. I watched Doctor Who, The Avengers, and they're not the American superheroes. I mean the British spy series from the 60s and the 70s. I was, and I still am, a big fan of the James Bond movies, which is a very British phenomenon. I didn't watch American news sources, I watched the BBC. So those were my examples when I was a kid. So logically, that has influenced the way I speak English. And even still today, my primary source of news are the British news outlets, not the American ones. Not that I don't trust the American news outlets. Well, I mean, there's good reporting and bad reporting everywhere, but I just prefer British news programs and British TV series and British movies. So those were the examples that I was getting from the day I was a child. So I think that gives a pretty good explanation for how my accent came to be. Now, there's one thing I'd like to add to that, and that is You don't want to hear a Dutch accent. You really don't want to hear that. Dutch accents, really hardcore Dutch accents, are horrible. A Spanish accent is kind of charming in my opinion, just like an Italian accent. Eastern European accents might add some mysticism, I like that. Asian and African accents, they sound exotic to me, which I like as well. But the Dutch accent is even worse than the German accent. So let me give you an example of how a hardcore Dutch accent would sound like. And I applaud you if you can stand this for more than 10 seconds. Are you ready? Are you sure? Okay, there goes. Today I want to speak about my accent, because some people in the comment section of my videos tell me that I have a British accent. And they say my British accent is fake. Today I want to address that topic, because yes, I agree, my accent sounds a bit like it is British, but the question is it fake? So let's talk about that today. Now I was a bit exaggerating there, but that basically is what a hardcore Dutch accent would sound like. But anyways, those were my thoughts on the fake British accent of mine. By the way, my usual reply to people who say I've got a fake British accent is, well, what accent would you prefer me to have? Do you recommend me to have a Spanish accent? Or a German accent? Or a French accent? And how am I supposed to develop that? So basically I don't really understand the remark about the fake British accent, but I thought I'll give you my side of the story. So it was nice being on camera again, and you may have noticed this video wasn't scripted. I usually script my videos, so this was more of a spontaneous action. And I enjoyed making this video, so thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.